We're in today with two legendary GTX Titan Z. This is a 2014 video card with 2880 shaders. It's got 6 GB of VRAM per core, GDDR5 running with 706 MHz on the core clock, 1753 MHz on the memory clock, 384 bits bus width, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i7-6950X with 10 cores and 20 threads. It's very important to question the price of this video card. It's very important to question the ownership of this video card. Is it worth having a video card like this only to use it in the computer, only to have it on the shelf, only as a spare parts? It depends on how you find it based on the money that goes on the market, because with this price this video card is being sold, you can get a proper video card that can actually do more productive things, you know, instead of this one. You're gonna see how much it's gonna consume, because it's not very friendly with the power meter, but I'm going to show you how this Quad SLI is working. One is very expensive, one it's eating a lot of wattage, yet alone two video cards like this. I want to hear how the setup is running with 100% fan speed, because it's very important. I think I have to keep it like this because this is very hot setups, you know, so I think with 100% fan speed is going to hold it around 70-80 degrees, and that is important to have a stable performance. And I put aside I put a fan on the side, and hopefully it's going to have a lot of performance and no drops on the frequency. So I don't want this frequency and the memory frequency to go down underclock, because the trigger is 82 degrees here. So actually it's put per power. I'm going to put it to temperature because it's more important. So if it's reaching 82 degrees, start lowering the clock. All right, let's see. Let's hear it. Yeah, kind of loud, seriously. All right, let's hear it in the main microphone. All right, it's a bit loud. I can hear it. I think I can survive with this microphone like this. Maybe. All right, I all got, how much? Nearly 10 watts consumption. All right, external fans, power supply on. Let's turn this baby on and play some games. Holy smoke, I turned everything on. Maybe I can put the microphone a little lower. Like this. I'm gonna put it like this and put the games a little higher in the mic, and maybe I can hide this sound that this setup is generating. 204. Why? Look at that. I disable echo mode on the power supply, and it jumped already 240. This is a game that I had a problem last time trying to play on this computer with Crossfire and SLI, and I think the problem was the system RAM, the computer itself. I don't know, because I had system RAM, very high system RAM utilization, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But the moment I said, you know what, if I jump in with this Quad SLI, I want to see how it's running this game. And it's got MSAA disabled, but everything else on maximum details with 1080p. If I go into the setup and try to see how it's performing here, I mean, it's as a preset is put on, you know, but outside the game it shows you that if you want to force anti-aliasing, and I think that you can put more, but you're gonna butcher it. So if you're interested on more than this, I think it's gonna be up to you. I think I have 1080p here with MSA. Look at that, MSA, it's off. Okay, let's analyze this. So I got 70% load on the core. That's good. 68 degrees. Oh my, that's the most important thing ever. Don't look at the wattage, please. You know, but you can actually see the system RAM is going up to nearly 20 gig of system RAM. I put in the computer 48 because I didn't have another kit of 4x8 or something, 4H, and on the same frequency. So I managed to find a memory that is compatible with this one, but it's got only 48 now. I have to find a kit that goes up to 64 in order to max out the system RAM, and then I am 100% I will not have any problems with this. But yes, it does work really nice here. The VRAM is utilized here properly. I got 6 GB per core, so I think that's the limit on this occasion. Based on the quality, the resolution, everything is good here. So this game, with this setup, it's spot on. All right, fantastic work, fantastic performance here. It's holding okay. It's very unstable, seriously. I'm not gonna lie, it's very unstable in this situation. Sometimes it's staying around 69 FPS on average, then it's dropping to 33 FPS. You have to decide, seriously. I wanna play Fortnite to see how it's running with 4 video cards like this. This is gonna be very interesting as a test because it's an interesting combination and it needs to play in a lot of games. In Fortnite, for instance, this is not being utilized with majority of the cores. Only one core is being utilized here, but the other ones are being utilized with physics. It's got low frequency on the core, on the memory, and on the core, and you can actually see it's 20-30% load, but with 300 megahertz, that's very low. Let's do one more time a reset because you know, 2,200 megabytes of VRAM allocated. It's not a lot considering how much it's got. 1.5 process, temperature, it's good on the first core, 71 degrees is holding with 1 volt on it, and the second one and the third one and the fourth one is 0.8 and 40 watts consumption. Based on that, you know that the Quad SLI is not working. But in Fortnite there was a lot of updates, and I was like, okay, maybe one day they will say we have no more people, we have 0 people in Fortnite, maybe we can put some SLI and let people with old hardware play the game. I don't think so, but I think it will be fun to see old hardware like this running Fortnite. Fortnite back in the days was with DirectX 10, and it was very interesting. 90 FPS, 100 FPS on average. Let's do a reset here. 85 FPS is good. If it's holding like that, I will say this is fantastic. That's the only thing that matters. Every time you have an SLI and Quad SLI, you have to enter this game. It feels like a religion, you know. So Battlefield 3 needs to work with this. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what we got here with 4K, because it's got DSR activated, and ultra details. You got a lot of performance, and I love it. I got 991 watts. I want to see if I can reach 1 kilowatt with this. No. T90 managed to kill me. All right, how much average I got? 148 with 97 on minimal. Temperature wise is sitting okay because the cores are not utilized at maximum, but that's the thing. In this case it doesn't matter because the performance, the quality, everything is good. It's scaling really nice. This is an example how this setup needs to work. 4K with maximum details, running really well. Nearly 200 watts consumption per core. Plus the computer got nearly 1 kilowatt power consumption. On the system side, I got like 7.4 gig of system RAM, 7.4 gig of system RAM, 26 gig of virtual memory. That's a lot of virtual memory compared to the system RAM utilized, but it does the job. Does really nice work here in this case. One more. Go. Smack him! Look it up! I managed to disable the chopper. Artillery in the air, seriously. Rockets with a parachute. Not gonna lie, that's very entertaining. Love the performance this setup is offering here. This is how it needs to be, seriously. If I want to play Battlefield with the computer, it needs to be like this. This is a fantastic performance. No. Look how I was sitting there. You plonker. I put 4K here with ultra details and I got 22 FPS. Wait, the computer froze. Let's try again. Now on 1440p. Maybe on 1440p it's gonna hold. I got a 5.7 gig of VRAM utilized. What the heck? I don't have a lot of core utilization. Maybe I can put higher resolution with lower quality. Maybe that's the solution here. But in this case, it looks fantastic with maximum details. Graphics, the graphics is good. No motion blur. Ultra details as a preset. I got 600 megahertz on the core. 588. 0.9 voltage. Fan is on maximum with 57 degrees on the Titan Z. Come on. Okay, so 650 watts consumption. It's not being utilized on the core. I think that's the only way I can fix it, by distressing it from the quality, because on the quality side you can see it's butchering the VRAM and it's stressing the whole computer. All right, let's go medium quality. Okay, so if I go on medium quality, I think normal quality, that's it. I think it's gonna fix it. Let's see. No? Maybe I have to restart it. Third time the charm, they say. Seriously. Okay, so normal quality. Let's do a reset here. I got 5.6 gig of VRAM allocated and 3.1 process. 50% load on the cores or the video card. At least now the frequency is it's higher. I got nearly 1 volt on the cores with over 100 watts consumption with 823 megahertz on the core of the GPUs. But that's the first one, but the rest are 600 and it's normal, underclocked, seriously. With 50 degrees. 50 degrees on a Titan Z, please! I want that temperature, but the performance is like abysmal. Look at that. 54 FPS. Maybe the resolution, it doesn't agree with this, seriously. So I got 8.5 gig of system RAM. I have no problem there. Maybe the CPU is the problem. I seen it with 38% load. I got a lot of system RAM now. 34 gig of virtual memory. It's holding okay. So quality, maybe it is the VRAM. Seriously, I have to put it on low quality in order to play this game. Maybe that's the whole problem here. Maybe the optimization is not that great with this Quad SLI. But you can see the cores are working. I got nearly 660 watts consumption here. So all in all, I can say it's there, but it's not there. Because if this one is not working, I can go with older games and I'm gonna have no problems there. So in this situation, I will say, you know what? It's scaling okay, I have no problem, aside from the preset that I have to make in order to make this computer run perfectly. But look at that. Frequency on the memory, underclocked. 5.7 gig memory allocation and 4.1 process. Very, very unstable with this Quad SLI. But it's working, 54 FPS. We should put it on low quality. Let's try. I mean, how many times I have to restart it? Right, so low quality, yes. All right, anti-aliasing, let it on. No, it doesn't go higher. That 5.7 of VRAM, it's still there. 3.4, 3.9 process. Wow, stutter, 22 FPS. What the heck is going on? 5.9 gig of VRAM, so the VRAM. Holy the resolution. All right, so with 1080p, I got a standing chance. Not bad. Look at that. 70 FPS. This is with low quality. Now the core is mega under. 575 megahertz on the core of the video card with 0.8 on the voltage. I mean, if this Far Cry is just taking this video card and it says bad video card. SLI configuration, SLI scaling, yeah, get out of here. Seriously, we need one powerful video card in order to play this game properly, apparently. This is something I can go with. I got Warframe here with 4K, with low quality. I want to see how it's holding with low resolution. How many FPS I got? I got 200 FPS. Look at that. 70% load on the cores. I got 62 degrees. It's holding okay. But I think there's a lot of stutter here in this case. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Scaling perfectly? Yes. 2.5 gig of VRAM allocated. Holding very good here with this Quad SLI. Don't have a lot of problems, only a couple of hiccups here and there with some spikes. But even then, it's not that bad. On the system side, I got a 6.5 gig of system RAM utilized. So the SLI, it's kind of good in this case, doesn't have any problems. The only problem I have with this is that I think I have to adjust it in such a way that it works really nice with more quality. The temperature on the video card is good, but you can actually see it's rising because of the core utilization. It's not bad, it's not good at the same time, it's just in the middle and it's holding okay. That's a fantastic thing to see from this Quad SLI. So this type of performance, it's ideal if you want to play online, you know. So Warframe apparently was SLI compatible back in the days, it's compatible now, and it's holding pretty well even today. So in a situation that you say, okay, so what do I do on SLI? You can play Warframe because it's working really nice. On the wattage side, you can see it's a lot of wattage consumption here, but it does okay. So 60% load in this situation is not bad with this. I think the most important thing is to have a nice performance with this. If I want more quality, I can adjust it from here, but based on the minimal that I got, I think it's very important to not go lower. Maybe I can use VSync and distress the whole setup, but I got a nice balance between high performance and minimal. Minimal is 63 that I'm interested. So this is a very adequate performance from this. 60 FPS is good, but 900 watts consumption is not very ideal. How about 4K with ultra details in Battlefield? Let's see how it's running with maximum. Everything turned on. I think this type of games needs to be put on this machine. And I want to find a game that is working with this machine and it's reaching 1 kilowatt power. On this resolution with this quality, I got 127 FPS on average. That's a good performance from this. I want more from this. I want to see how it's averaging. Temperature-wise, I got like 74 degrees on this. It's not that bad. 120 FPS on average is good. Not a lot of games that can work online. That's the problem with this. But if you can manage to find a list, a couple of games that they're scaling really nice with this SLI, you can actually see you have a standing chance on actually having a decent experience. 4K is a high resolution with maximum details, but it does the job. 995 watts consumption from this. Yeah, I get lucky to actually put more wattage consumption from this. If you're interested on running it with maximum details, you need to know how much it can output. And here you can actually see it's got a problem. Look at it. Quality-wise is good. Performance-wise, 5.1 gig of VRAM allocated and 3.9 process. This is not a bad performance from this. I mean, it's scaling perfectly, but the problem is I reach 70 degrees on this occasion. I need this setup to be cool. I don't want to stress it with a lot of high temperature. What the... Oh, no. I love this Quad SLI here. You can actually see with ultra details and this amount of resolution, it's barely holding on for 40 FPS on average, 23 on minimal, but I'm 100% sure if I stay on 1080p resolution I can get a different type of performance. But I wanted to max it out. I wanted to see if it's possible to reach 1 kilowatt power consumption from this, and apparently didn't manage to reach it, and apparently this is my goal. Come on, look at that. Simple, you know. Listen, 980 watts consumption is not bad. You okay, fam? What the f***? Did he manage to glitch out? Now this is proper madness, seriously. 4K maximum quality here, and I got 70 FPS. Let me see, what do I got? 950 megahertz on the cores and full frequency on the memory. So it's utilizing the video card properly. I have no problems with the VRAM. This is good. Nah, this is fantastic. So in this situation, I got 60, 70 FPS on average, 68 on this occasion, 7.3 gig of system RAM and 24 gig of virtual memory utilized. Temperature, it's holding okay. I just realize how loud this combination is, how much wattage is consuming. Look at that, 990 watts consumption from the wall. I got 2.6 gig of VRAM process. So overall in the game is doing great. I want to test more game because every single time I'm playing some games, a couple of updates here and there, they came and they are influencing the performance, and sometimes I have problems with one of them. I have to change it, I have to repair it, and I want to see if they are working really good even after so long, after so much time. And it's important to do multiple tests, see other games how they are performing in order to see this SLI running with I mean, in its full glory, you know. Quad SLI. It's kind of good to see this Titan Z running like this. I mean, the resolution is good, performance is good, frequency on the cores are getting lower. I don't know why. I think it's because it's not being utilized. I got 170 watts consumption per core as an average. Hence why I got nearly 1 kilowatt per total in this case with this computer. I love this idea this computer is offering here. Seriously, 1 kilowatt. All right. The CPU doesn't have any problems. I got 55 degrees here on the CPU with 20% load. I love this, seriously. But can't say nothing bad about the video cards because they are doing a fantastic job. 4K, not my cup of tea, seriously. Maybe 1440p with this old legend of a setup, you know, like this Titan Z. I think this is a fantastic setup. I think this is a very unique configuration. I don't recommend something like this because they are only for trophies based on the wattage they consume, based on the performance they output. I've done a couple of tests like this with this type of video card, and I want to do more in the future, and I want to put other games. I will focus now because I have I still have two functional ones that are working in Quad SLI, and I have a defect one, but that one was very dodgy because that was something that video card represents something that is happening with dual BGA that is on one PCB. So the previous video card that I bought, the first one, was working perfectly. I cleaned it, but I don't know what happened. It developed a problem. My first Titan Z, I think this is the problem with this video card. I did a clean on the video card. I did an ultrasonic clean to see if I can take the corrosion off. I don't know what happened because I couldn't run the video card standalone. First time I had the problems was after Quad SLI, and I tried to run it again to do a different type of video, and I was like, okay, something's wrong with one of the video cards, the first video card that I bought. And I did a deep clean on it with an ultrasonic, and I used an oven to dry it up, not to reflow it. And after I done the cleaning for the video card, I've done a test on the video card, and it managed to power up, and I managed to see both of the cores running, you know. But the moment I enable SLI on the video card crashed and it disappeared. I couldn't detect this video card anymore. So I'm guessing the PLX managed to break down the controllers or something, and now the video card is not being detected anymore. So there is a short somewhere on the video card. It would be fantastic to troubleshoot it. I have it on the desk here. Me running two GPUs like this in Quad SLI, but the original one that I had, this one is dead. They are very fascinating video cards, but at the same time, I'm not recommending them because they are very hard to actually work with them. Try to game on them, trying to benchmark them. They are very special. If you can maintain it and put the right operating system and the right games for it, it will be a very OG experience. But if you're interested in older games, don't go for it because it's not very ideal. But I like it. I like this video card. It feels like people who are collecting cars, you know, and they have all kinds of cars, and they have old American muscle car. This is how I feel this video card is, you know. It's got a big name. It's got a big impact. It's got its own gravity around the video card. You know, it's very, when you say I have a GTX Titan Z, I'm like, whoa. It's like the whole conversation. Like, nevertheless, it's fascinating. It's one of those GPUs that will be ideal to have it in your GPU library, but not with a higher price. This is like the extreme enthusiast. You know, you're not even enthusiast, extreme enthusiast. You know, like 1% of 1%, you know, something like that, that they put their hands on a Titan Z and they said, you know what, I have a Titan Z. How about if you have two Titan Zs in Quad, that's like, bro, stop it. If you have any suggestion for this video card in the future, because I want to do a video with a working video card like this in my i9 machine, make sure to leave a comment and leave some suggestion if you want to see something specific. And maybe I put it in an older machine like that i7 4th gen with Windows 7 and see older titles, because I want to put more older games there because it's more convenient with that machine. Until now, everything is fantastic. I'm still grateful with two video cards, and hopefully I don't have any problems in the future with them. And if I do, yeah, hopefully I'm gonna maintain one, you know, because I need them. They are fantastic. The name, it's fantastic. The GPUs are fantastic. And this is the best thing I can offer from Quad SLI, because until now I don't have a mainboard that supports 4 slots. I need a bigger case or maybe an open case and a mainboard that has 4 slots in order to do a proper Quad SLI with the 10 series. I think that's the peak on SLI, 10 series with SLI. Maybe one day. Until then, make sure you smash that like button, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one.